Introduction. As a delicious food guide, Spice Me Up offers an informative snapshot on adopting keto diets. From cutting down on unwanted sugars and carbohydrates to playing around with aromatic spices and herbs, the meals listed in this guide are rich in proteins and healthy fats and help maintain a fit lifestyle even for those who don't exercise a lot. The recipes are explained in a mood-boosting way, inducing one to pick up steel pans and wooden ladles in the knowledge that healthy delicacies await. With a keto meal, you are essentially removing carbohydrates and processed sugars you find in boxed cookies, bread, cereals, and tinned meat. These sugars take a longer time to digest and result in unwanted weight gain. With keto meals, you can control diabetes and spikes in sugar levels. Your chances of contracting diabetes too is very low, which is quite common in the Indian population. Keto meals are lightweight, balanced, and maintain blood glucose levels at a stable rate. Often, while trying to stay slim, we skip meals, but in the long run, it doesn't help. Skipping breakfast and lunch, only to load up on candy bars, can reverse your diet strategy, resulting in a buildup of carbohydrates, making your wild cravings of sugar only increase. Since you're cutting out carbohydrates, your meals might lack a tad bit of color, and that's where Indian-style keto meals come into play. A dash of yellow turmeric, a shower of zesty cumin and fragrant lemon, a marriage of spicy red chilies, and you're in curry heaven. Using garlic and ginger in most curries and soups offers an intense flavor that is packed with several health benefits. How does a special creamy spinach soup with cheese and a curry packed with veggies and herbs sound? Or a unique South Indian spicy lamb curry with coconut rice for an interesting dinner date idea? All keto meals listed here are delicious and will keep you light and full. This means that all the times when you woke up at 2 a.m. for a midnight cookie snack or for leftover brownies are now behind you, merely weak moments of the past. Say no to sugary treats and snacking intermittently. The green-eyed sugar monster has officially left for good. Try incorporating coconut oil that packs flavor and acts as an immunity booster, keeping your skin and dental health perfect. It also promotes healthy digestion, besides offering a vegan alternative to animal-based oils and milks while creating cakes and milk-based puddings. Our keto meals favor coconut for sweet cravings that can be added along with red berries or as the final touch to lamb or mutton preparations. You can also discover another Indian keto classic, a sultry butter chicken masala curry that is best enjoyed with some sweet potatoes or a cooling mint salad. Cultural conditioning towards potatoes is quite the fear for new keto advocates, but rest assured in the power of sweet potatoes that are packed with proteins and vitamin A, also promoting healthy skin and preventing bloating. Explore a whole variety of nuts to incorporate as part of healthy snacking and conjure up avocado spreads with cucumbers and olive oil. To finish off on a sweet note, learn how to make coconut butter cookies that are vegan and keto-friendly and can even fool a little one to make the switch. Today's Indian Western culture has swallowed all the sugar-dusted desserts, cream pies, ice creams, and multifunctional candy, an emerging trend especially amongst kids and teenagers. That is worrying in itself when diabetes is starting to hit teenagers and even kids over the age of 10 years. Any food group dressed up in coconut milk lends an instant mood enhancer. You can pair it with a dash of chocolate, cayenne, and cinnamon for a morning mood maker. Additionally, if you're looking for express recipes to impress guests for dinner parties without moving an inch away from keto meals, then you can check the chapters on health snacking. Find meals that are friendly for your wallet and can be cooked up in 5 minutes to 30 minutes. In today's day and age, getting creative in the kitchen after a long day of work and play can be a real hurdle. Hence, following light and easy-to-follow keto meals will go a long way in making your job easier. You can start off with one keto meal and gradually get comfortable in the kitchen once you read up on the utilization of different ingredients. You will understand how the addition of sunrise cumin and turmeric can become a one-way ticket to deliciousness in a chicken curry. You have a beautiful homemade curry that certainly doesn't miss carbohydrates at all. Much like a witch conjuring magical potions in fiery blues and reds, Indian curries are full of vibrance and just the right amount of fiery jazz. From adding peppercorns to roasting tikka masala and cinnamon sticks, you can learn all the basics of this cooking style. So rich and nutritious that you won't miss rice or bread. Following the Keto Rule Book? Keto essentially means changing your body from a carb-burning to that of a fat-burning one. This happens by eliminating breads and processed sugars while focusing on low-fat yogurts, cheese, cottage cheese, eggs, and red and white meats. Cutting out sugar also means reducing consumption of most fruits like bananas, pears, and mangoes, but instead opting for berries and avocados. This keeps your sugar intake in check and reduces the risk of diabetes type 2. It also helps diabetic individuals as the constant shifts in glucose levels can greatly affect the functioning of the pancreas. Some additional benefits of following a keto diet include: cancel carbs forever. There are no cheat days in keto. After a month of weaning and making your body a disciple of this fat-rich diet, there is no going back. All sugary drinks, like beers and sodas, must be avoided as they are packed with carbohydrates that cancel out all the day's work. Better skin health. Well, if you ever had a crazy night binging on holiday candy, followed by a shower of cocktails on a day out, then you'll know how that can instantly show up on your face in the form of acne. Acne is the direct result of a sugar-rich diet. High sugar foods wreck your insulin tolerance, leading to inflammation on the skin. Balanced intake of proteins and fats. Overeating will never yield results with any kind of diet, and so it is with keto diets. A ketone diet means your body relies entirely on fat for fuel. Ketones are made in the liver from fat. If you eat less, more fat from the protein-rich diet is burnt and you feel lighter and more fit. Keto meals are also just perfect for office environments or when you're looking for on-the-go meals that make you feel more active than lazy and tired. Let's face it, you don't want a gorge on a hamburger and fries with a sugary milkshake only to realize you missed your pay rise meeting. Chapter 1. Benefits of keto in the Indian scenario. Keto in the Indian context. Using keto meals in Indian diets helps minimize sugar and carbohydrates, particularly for diabetic individuals. The best way to do so is by using spices, herbs, cooking meat in butter, and a light dusting of rosemary. By opting for cheese-baked dishes and vegetable curries that are delicious and make you feel full instantly. As with any new process, the first step is always difficult. However, detailing a meal plan for the first month and equipping your pantry with necessary ingredients and utensils will surely save a lot of energy and time. The Indian diet places heavy emphasis on including rice and bread in every meal, the sidekick that stays loyal at wedding feasts, family meals, and festivals, which in India seem to take place as often as Kim Kardashian launches new brands. Add the massive spread of sugar syrup delicacies, pastries, and cakes, and your sugar levels spike through the roof. Almost 77 million people in India suffer from diabetes, which is the largest percentage in the world after China. A significant reason is that there is a higher percentage of undetected diabetes. High glucose levels and undiagnosed diabetes can lead to bigger complications in contracting skin infections and fungal diseases. A sedentary lifestyle with minimal exercise, limited green spaces for practicing sports, and the increase of mall culture, along with the opening of fast food courts and entry of foreign players like Burger King, tacos, and others, are contributing factors towards rising obesity and diabetes. The prevalence is also much higher in affluent sections of the population due to the ability to splurge on new restaurants and try out emerging food trends like sushi, burgers, pizzas, and exotic desserts that are loaded with sugar and cream. Sushi platters feature exorbitant amounts of soy sauce and vinegar that ultimately damage the stomach gut, not to mention the addition of rice with every fish preparation. Consumption of excess rice and white bread is like slowly approaching a sugar coma, and are definitely the bad guys for keto followers. In India, almost 50% of the population living with diabetes are asymptomatic, and so the disease goes undetected until major health conditions start showing up, often at a later stage in life. Being a developing country, there is limited screening for diabetes, and without healthcare coverage, those diabetic individuals would rather live in oblivion than face medication costs. Additionally, there would be a need for more physical activity, less alcohol and tobacco consumption, less dependence on cheap fast food meals, and regular visits to the doctor to safely monitor glucose levels. Exploring spices and Indian ingredients. If you think keto is boring and eliminates all the delicious sweetness of life, we ask you to think again. Using a combination of savory and sweet keto-friendly ingredients, you can party like a rock star. Spices will cancel out the gritty lack of sugar, albeit maintaining every element of culinary egomania. You shall see. Ghee. Ghee is clarified butter, a liquid golden drop of sunshine that completely transforms the alchemy of curries, soups, and broths. Ghee is made by stripping butter of its lactose and casein, essentially milk proteins. Ghee has been a magical ingredient of several dishes in Indian homes, boiled with milk and honey for a special nighttime treat for new mothers, as it is easier to digest than normal milk. It is rich in vitamin A, D, and E, and also results in healthy gut function and digestion. Ghee can be cooked with eggs or veggies, whilst providing fat for the brain, as well as other nutrients. Ghee is also added to sweet dishes for a dash of texture and saltiness. Turmeric. With a glorious acid gold hue, turmeric is a native of southwest India, is part of the ginger family, and has been used for years as an anti-inflammatory treatment. It helps in boosting brain health, aiding liver function, and easing muscle aches and pains. Curcumin, an ingredient in turmeric, keeps the mind alert and improves the symptoms of depression. By working as an antioxidant, it has several benefits for your skin as well, reducing pimple blemishes, scarring, healing wounds, diminishing fine lines, and detoxifying your face for cleaner, brighter skin. Consider adding turmeric to a plant-based milk, like almond, with a dash of honey, and this will certainly keep your mood on a positive note. Coconut milk. Delicious, rich in fat and protein, coconut milk can be added to coffee for breakfast, puddings as dessert, and mixed up with curries for added depth and a subtle sweet flavoring. Coconut milk contains a good percentage of electrolytes and can be used for first-time keto meal eaters, as it reduces fatigue, improves digestion, and reduces constipation. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is saturated fat and can be used instead of sunflower oil for high-temperature cooking of meats, as well as in curries. Saturated fats can retain their original structures at high temperatures. However, polyunsaturated fats, which are found in vegetable oils, are converted into harmful toxins when cooked at high temperatures. Ginger. Did you know that adding ginger to meals is the equivalent of a tablespoon of salt? Using ginger as a flavoring ingredient to curries removes the need to add extra sugar and salt, thus keeping up with the rulebook of a keto meal. Fresh ginger is 79% water and contains a very small percentage of calories. When you start a keto diet, your body is deprived of electrolytes and carbohydrates that add body density, and this makes your body develop flu-like symptoms like nausea and dizziness. Ginger helps relieve such symptoms, reduces overeating, and induces satiety. Anti-inflammatory is your best friend by promoting healthy digestion and preventing bloating after fat-rich meals. Either pair with garlic to form texture and sultry flavor for curries, or as a marinade for roasted meat dishes. You can also add a note of ginger to green tea after a meal, or as for some zestiness to fruit smoothies and lemon juice. Most importantly, ginger helps in regulating blood sugar levels. Cumin seeds. Cumin seeds can make you feel active and healthy. It also prevents cancer cells from growing and helps control diarrhea. It helps control cholesterol levels in your body. Cumin can also help in avoiding bloating and those suffering from irritable bowel syndrome. In terms of flavor and texture, it adds an earthy, nutty tone, and you can roast whole cumin seeds to add to curries. Fair warning, while roasting cumin, it would serve well to do so with utmost caution, as the brown seeds can burn very quickly. Chili. Hearty and rich, adding chilies to any curry amplifies the flavor almost instantly, adding unadulterated spice, enough to knock you out sometimes, but packing plenty of fire to rock your dinner and create a wholesome appetite. Where spiciness is concerned, it depends on your personal likes and dislikes. For instance, limit the number of chilies if you're not used to hot flavors. Red bird's eye chilies pack more heat than green chilies. However, if you adore fiery flavors, then be generous with the amount of this hot ingredient. Balance with coconut cream or coconut milk and ghee if needed. What's important is that chilies contain huge portions of vitamin C and antioxidants, results in weight loss, and can prevent diabetes type 2. Red chilies are good sources of beta-carotene and vitamin A, help boost immunity, and manage the symptoms of stomach ulcers and indigestion. Cardamom. Exotic and fragrant, cardamom is rightly called the queen of spices. It helps in curing stomach ailments, namely discomfort, nausea, and vomiting. Add powdered cardamom to curries for a faintly sweet touch, and find your blood sugar level falling low. You can use green and black cardamom in Indian cooking. Green cardamom has a light, sweet, and earthy taste. It is the most common and can be added to spice mixtures and yogurt drinks for a little pizzazz. Green cardamom is the one to mix with curries. If you're using this delicate spice in desserts, consider popping the pod open and lightly crushing the little black seeds inside. Oh, how stress-busting is cooking, right? Oh, and cardamom is also high in minerals like manganese and zinc, calcium, iron, and vitamin C. It helps in oral health and to fight skin infections. Garlic. Garlic is a surefire way of ensuring that all greens are eaten with the greatest of relish. This magic ingredient can add much deliciousness to cooking steaks and chicken. A garlic-infused curry doesn't require many accompanying ingredients, perfect for those days when you're exhausted and need snoozing on the sofa time. Garlic helps lower cholesterol levels, to regulate blood pressure, and helps control blood sugar levels. Once you're turned over to the garlic side, there is no turning back. It adds instant fragrance and buttery delight to just about any dish. Nutmeg. The health properties of nutmeg are numerous. It aids digestion and detoxifies the body, improves blood circulation, and promotes better skin health. Freshly grated nutmeg is a great warm addition to fiery fish curries. Coriander. The most ubiquitous of all spices, coriander is an old spice that has a distinct sun gold hue and is used in its freshly ground style for flavoring curries. Ground coriander seeds are best dry roasted. Let the fire burn until the seeds start dancing in their melodious scents. Coriander seeds contain dietary fiber that enable healthy bowel movement and aid in the creation of digestive juices. In a keto diet, there are bound to be several occurrences of indigestion, and consuming coriander in your meals can help. You can also add fresh coriander leaves to green salads for a freshness. Cinnamon. A sprinkle of sweet cinnamon on a dessert or your morning coffee and no calories sounds heavenly. It's the sugar-free spice you can add to your keto meals. It can also lower cholesterol and the amount of triglycerides in the blood. The most important benefit is its effect on lowering the blood sugar level. Rosemary. Super fragrant and fresh, rosemary is a powerhouse of antioxidants that can work against cell damage. Chapter 2. Managing Calories. What to eat? Starting on a keto diet should first include charting down which food groups to include and which ones to eliminate. For all the carbohydrates that you eliminate from the body, an equal portion of proteins and fat must be added. Keto suggests that you must get almost 80% of nutrient requirements from fat, 20% from protein, and 10%, albeit very sparingly, from carbohydrates. Now, no need to panic. Increased fat in the body will burn faster than glucose. At the same time, life is for enjoyment, and cutting back on sugar and carbohydrates does not mean the end of the world. With a keto diet from an Indian perspective, you are better equipped to feed cravings and still conjure fancy dishes. Another point to be noted is to increase the amount of physical activity to balance all the food consumption. To keep motivated, mark a calendar and keep trying out different sporting activities, from group sports like basketball, yoga, and football to solo activities. Any diet plan always needs an equal dose of exercise. The ketogenic diet comprises chicken, eggs, nutritious vegetables, nuts and cheese, fish, and certain berries. Ketosis burns a lot of fat without making you feel hungry. Food groups and nutrient intake. Fish and seafood. Rich in potassium and vitamin B, fish and seafood are one of the most important keto-friendly foods. They also offer a grand canvas to try out exotic Indian curries common in the states of Kerala and Goa. South Indian curries are loaded up with fragrant cardamom, cumin, mustard seeds, and fresh coriander, offering plenty of flavorsome zest to your everyday meal. Fish is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which improve mental health and enhance heart functioning. Beef, veal, steak, lamb, and pork are some red meats that can be consumed, but not on a daily basis and in limited quantities. Fatty fish like salmon, tuna, shellfish, codfish, and eggs have moderate protein quantities, but are good powerhouses of fats. Consumption of fatty fish also improves skin health and helps ward off pimples. Fat sources. Contrary to popular belief, fats are an essential part of keto meals. Ghee, lard, extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, and sesame oil are some examples of fat sources to cook meat and vegetables. If you're having trouble choosing which oil best fits your lifestyle, consider picking an extra virgin olive oil that is high in antioxidants known as phenols. This helps maintain good heart health by decreasing inflammation for better artery function. Olive oil contains no carbohydrates and is perfect to dress up green salads. Non-starchy vegetables. As your parents probably instilled in you at the dinner table, vegetables are treasure troves of essential nutrients and minerals needed by your body. Stay away from carrots, potatoes, and corn, which contain large quantities of carbohydrates, and stick to sweet potatoes, avocados, leafy greens like kale and lettuce, bell peppers, tomatoes, asparagus, cauliflower, broccoli, spinach, eggplant, cayenne, and zucchini. Avocados are superfoods that store a lot of nutrients and minerals, particularly potassium. Higher levels of potassium in your body can also make the transition to a keto diet much easier. Cheese, nuts, and seeds. Vegan cheese and nut platters can serve as snacks, often posh props for a dinner meal. Vegan cheese is generally made from cashew or nut butter and a plant-based milk, and scores higher points compared to the regular dairy version. As a keto meal follower, you are likely to increase your intake of animal milk, cream, cheese, frozen yogurts, and that will likely increase your intake of salt. Instead, go for unsweetened almond milk and vegan cheese that are rich in fat and best for digestion. With respect to nuts, the sky's the limit, and you can go all out on picking the most fancy. Macadamia, walnuts, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, hazelnuts, and pistachios are just some options that you can try out. Dark chocolate. Sultry and delicious, dark chocolate is loaded up with antioxidants and can promote better heart health. It contains flavonols, which reduces the risk of heart disease and lowers blood pressure. Condiments and spices. Condiments and spices are a great way to flavor your meals. Cayenne chili, pepper, cardamom, cumin, coriander, mustard seeds, and curry leaves are some you need to stock up on. Fry beef steaks and lamb with herbs that include thyme, paprika, oregano, and cayenne. Fruits. Since candy is off the table, fruits make the cut. Fruits offer fiber, vitamins, and contain cancer-fighting oxidants. As fiber is an indigestible carb, it will not count towards your daily count. Your keto diet plan must include some fruits to prevent constipation that can be part of your new lifestyle. Here are 3 fruits that should top any keto diet. Watermelon. Not just a standout fruit for Instagram shots, watermelon is refreshing and delectable, a sweet respite from blazing hot summers. It contains a hefty 92% water and contains cancer-fighting antioxidants. 1/2 cup of diced watermelon contains 5.4 grams of net carbs and lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that offers protection against cell damage. Raspberries. Raspberries are superfoods that can be included in post-workout smoothies, after-meal desserts, and even as a snack along with nuts and yogurt. Raspberries are jam-packed with fiber and flavonoids, can reduce blood pressure, and lower the risk of heart disease. Strawberries. Strawberries are powerhouses of vitamin C, the best example for a delicious, low-carb fruit choice. It also helps in curing acne and acne scars. Foods to avoid. High-carb foods. All white bread in any form, donuts, brioches, processed and ready-made baked cakes and cookies, chip packets, rice, pizza, pasta, sugary fruits like apples, pears, bananas, pineapple, and mangoes are all off the list. Sugary drinks. Sodas, fruit juices, apple cider, beer, canned fruit juices, and flavored milk must be avoided at all costs. Processed food. This includes all tinned seafood, sushi, tinned meat, fast food, and packaged food that contain all the bad boys, carbohydrates, fats, and exorbitant amounts of salt. High-carb sauces. Barbecue sauce, salad dressings, ketchup, and bottled mustard are very high in carbohydrates and should be completely eliminated from diets. Chapter 3. Making the Switch. Trying out anything new is hard the first time. Start small and include a very tiny portion of carbohydrates in your diet at first. Next, put your MasterChef Australia and Top Chef knowledge to use and start making meal preparation plans. Chart down what kinds of meat and fish you will have on certain days, as well as the pairing of vegetables and spices. Staying on the keto diet is hard work, and there will be several temptations at work, which is where preparing lunches in advance will help. The office workplace is generally an area of high peer pressure, causing casual indulgences of a very wild kind, and it's better to stray far from sweet treats and birthday cake celebrations. Consider following a strict schedule of eating every meal at the same hour and in the same quantities to get the best benefits of a keto meal. This also helps your body adjust to the new dietary portions. Rather than diving headfirst into new food groups or exotic recipes, it's best to stick to 3 basic ones for the first week and then get a little creative in the coming weeks. Making the switch is also a time to start tricking your brain into thinking you are still eating all the usual food groups. For instance, pasta, a food rich in carbohydrates, is to be avoided at all costs. However, you could use a spiralizer machine to shape zucchini as sleek pasta bits, a bowl of glorious green instead of the pasty cream yellow shade. Sounds more fun already, doesn't it? Bleached white flour is another high-carb food that must be removed from your diet, replaced with almond and hazelnut flour. In fact, cakes made with almond flour have more moisture, texture, and decadence. Tools and kitchen equipment needed. If you have all these handy tools and equipment in your kitchen space, planning and preparing keto meals becomes much easier. Here are some ideas. Hand blender and a large blender. A basic in all Indian kitchens, you can grind all sorts of masala mixes and ginger garlic paste to store for days and months to come. Here's where you can get a little creative. A blender is also a huge boon for making tomato paste or soups with vegetable bases. Stainless steel skillet. Get one 10 to 12 inches in size, and you can use it to saute vegetables, slow fry steak meat for that golden brown color on the outside and soft reddish hue on the inside. You can also use this skillet for roasting spices and peppercorns that lend a beautiful flavor to curries. Mortar and pestle for grinding spices together. You can also crush ginger and garlic to form a marinade for most meat and roasted chicken recipes. Spiralizer. In the Keto dictionary, zoodles and zughetti are all the rage. Since pasta is a strict no in this diet, you can use a spiralizer machine to mimic the shape of pasta. With a variety of different blades, you can experiment with the thickness of the vegetable. You can also use this to make salads featuring turnips, onions, cucumbers, and radishes. Pressure cooker. Popular in most Indian homes, you can cook meals in a short span of time. It uses the science of high pressure and steam to cook vegetables and rice. This is particularly useful when you're pressed for time. Accessories. Load up Ziploc bags, freezer bags, and glass containers to pack your lunch. Freezer bags can keep vegetables fresh for 3 to 4 days. Shopping tips. Prepping for meals saves a lot of time and energy. As keto meals are very specific and detailed, and with no room for mistakes or cheat days, making a timetable and cooking in advance is what you need to do. Make a list of dishes to prepare for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a separate section for snacks. No, that's not paranoid behavior. Go through the meal plans as per food groups. Questions like, how much protein versus fat in a single day? Additionally, you cannot eat meat 3 days in a row. Alternate between fish, poultry, and red meat. Lower your intake of red meat, as excess consumption of beef and pork can also present health conditions, namely high blood pressure, clogged arteries, and so on. Invest in good kitchen equipment. mini and maxi blenders to make vegetable purees and soups, an old-school mortar and pestle for grinding certain spices and condiments, a pressure cooker for veggies, and several plastic containers to store leftover meals. Cooked vegetables can stay fresh for 3 to 4 days and can be cooked in advance to save money and numerous visits to the grocery store. Meat and fish can be frozen for several months. Always invest in packaged goods as compared to tinned foods that generally contain huge quantities of salt and sugar. Add more food items to breakfast and dinner, and keep dinner meals more elaborate. For instance, a masala-style tomato omelet for breakfast with green tea, followed by a butter chicken masala with curd and a side salad, and finally ending the day with a broccoli and lamb dish. While buying white and red meat, do it in one shopping trip. Consider buying a whole chicken to roast that can serve 2 meals spread over 3 days. Leftover chicken can be incorporated into salads or as stock for curries. Steaks and fish can be frozen for several days. While preparing meat curry dishes, the flavors are best preserved when the meat is marinated overnight. If you're attempting a chicken tikka barbecue for a sultry summer night, or to impress non-keto believers, then prepare the marinade overnight and cover with plastic foil. As cooked vegetables with high moisture spoil easily, it serves best to consume in the first 2 days and then drain liquids and store it in plastic IKEA containers. Calculate your protein and fat intake. A moderate amount of protein equivalent to 0.36 grams for every pound of body weight is correct. Lifestyle changes. Going the keto way is a lifestyle choice, offering a simple yet creative way of eating. If you continue following it zealously, you will see the results: clean proteins and fats that burn energy and make your body and mind more active. It is as simple as that. Sugar is not just the bad guy for diabetics, it is something we all need to stay away from. Besides, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart complications, obesity, skin infections, acne, a constant sense of fatigue and burnout are experienced from a diet of processed sugars and salt. With keto meals paired with spices and herbs, all your nutritional needs are well taken care of, albeit in a delicious and unadulterated way. Some guidelines to ease your new food journey. Drink lots of water. As with any diet, consumption of water is crucial, more so with ketogenic meals. Your body will not do a very good job of retaining water, so staying hydrated is very important. You can add a bit of jazz by adding lemon slices and mint leaves to your water bottle. Fat intake. Keep a check on your fat intake as your body requires fuel to function efficiently. Any fat that is consumed is instantly converted into energy. This also helps in weight loss. Meat, fish, and eggs must be complemented with cheese, olive oil, and avocados. Mix up your meal patterns. Relying on fried bacon, cheese, or beef steaks will not achieve ketosis at all. Patience and de-stress. Just like how 2 days in the gym will not lead to the magical appearance of 6-pack abs, a keto meal will not yield results instantly. You need to follow all the rules in the book. No carbohydrates and no alcohol. Go all out and carry freshly prepared meals with you if needed, so you stick to the diet plan. The first few weeks, your body can experience mild diarrhea or stomach flu symptoms, which is completely normal. This is where stocking up on spices and herbs will help. Rice with cumin, coconut, and turmeric golden milk is light and dewy on your stomach and will greatly ease discomfort. Additionally, ginger is your best friend and can be added to just about any meal, evening your morning tea. No gobbling down calories. Less is always good. Just because the doctor said beefsteaks and cheese doesn't mean you go overboard and gorge on multiple cheese platters and have a greasy beefsteak every day of the week. That can affect the heart, kidney, and gallbladder. It will cancel out all the benefits of a good keto meal as you're consuming too many calories than required. Strict exercise. Follow a strict exercise regime. Start first with once a week and then move on to 3 times a week. Increase the number of hours on the weekend as you will have more time. Reduce sedentary activity and keep moving. Be it bicycling to work, walking the dog for an hour, or doing planks while watching a Netflix show, the key is staying active on the go. Plant-based foods. Focus on loading up on plant-based food like more green kale salads and lots of unsugary fluids. Water, green tea, and black tea are some liquids that are recommended. Benefits of keto diets for the body. Weight loss. If you have diabetes, weight gain is a common occurrence. This is because as you consume more sugar, your wild cravings only increase and increase. You will never be full. Fat as fuel beats the love addiction to sugar. The body has a better understanding of fats and can store an infinite amount as compared to glucose. Keto adapts your body to a more sustainable source that will offer fuel for a longer time. You start losing pounds as your body is burning fats. You can also track unhealthy eating habits, such as ice cream after every meal, a packet of chips, cookies, and biscuits. This means your body is satisfied with its diet and will politely not ask for more. Increased energy levels. Following a keto diet will not make you hypoglycemic, meaning low blood sugar levels, causing you to feel tired or lethargic. Ketones are an excellent source of fuel for the brain and make your life more efficient. It helps you stay alert and is therefore capable of reversing neurodegenerative diseases. Stabilized blood sugar. By consuming bread, rice, and huge amounts of sweet pastries, then dieting for a while, and then going back to the same sugars, well, your body glucose levels keep fluctuating, creating an unhealthy cycle. Keto meals ensure your blood sugar remains at a stable level. Healthy cholesterol levels. With a keto diet, you are consuming fresh produce, home-cooked meals, and no processed food or food from restaurants. In this way, the cholesterol-producing enzyme is blocked. Chapter 4. Meal Plans. Create meal plans starting with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, go for organic milk or plant-based almond milk and avocado smoothies with a small helping of strawberries. Poached eggs, masala scrambled eggs, turmeric golden milk are other breakfast recipes that fit the keto bill. Try to save food waste by roasting vegetables for salads and for other curry preparations at once. Tomatoes, mushrooms, asparagus, and a batch of cauliflowers can be done in one baking tray and then separated after. Soups can be prepared in advance and then stored in the freezer. Cook a certain quantity of quinoa for the whole week. Some can also be incorporated in salads. Herbs can be frozen, as can cooked spices be stored and sealed in airtight containers in the refrigerator. Dry spice mixtures can also be prepared and stored at room temperature, as you will be using a lot of these in everyday cooking. Here is an idea for a meal plan for 7 days for a keto newbie. Day 1. Avocado milkshake for breakfast, avocado and tomato with tuna salad for lunch, and a Kerala-style spicy beef curry for dinner. Day 2. Masala eggs for breakfast, Indian-style turmeric egg curry for lunch, and a zucchini salad for dinner. Day 3. Turmeric milk, latte, and berries for breakfast, cauliflower tomato curry for lunch, leftovers from the previous day, and chicken salad with oranges. Day 4. Avocado and eggs for breakfast, cucumber salad with raita for lunch, and tandoori chicken for dinner. Day 5. Berry smoothie and yogurt for breakfast, spinach and cauliflower rice for lunch, and butter chicken for dinner. Day 6. Scrambled eggs with bacon for breakfast, mutton kebabs with yogurt for lunch, and spicy fish curry for dinner. Day 7. Indian-style cauliflower upma for breakfast, spinach and chicken curry for lunch, and a cauliflower and lentil curry for dinner. For snacks, you can have 6 almonds or peanuts, berries, cheddar cheese and olives for special occasions, and lots of green tea. Breakfast egg preparations can be made savory with spices, chilies, tomatoes, instead of the regular cheese and egg scrambled preparation we are so used to. Sweet options made with almond flour, ghee, and coconut are healthy, containing no sugar or carbohydrates. Try incorporating leftovers as much as possible to save your wallet and energy from having to plan 3 different meals for 7 different days. For instance, spinach can be eaten as a soup one day and used in a curry dish or as a baked preparation a day later. Similarly, coconut in savory curries and saving a bit for a cake or cookies is a good way to use ingredients smartly. Cooking with cauliflower is very versatile, offering vitamin K, vitamin C, folate, manganese, and magnesium all at once. Additionally, there are 3 grams of fiber in a single cup of cauliflower, which is 10% of your dietary needs. It is also the best low-carb substitute for rice and bread, containing as little as 25 calories. You can work with cauliflower the Indian way, mixing with ghee, pepper, chili, turmeric powder, and tomato. Breakfast. Here, you can find a selection of green smoothies, Indian-style keto desserts made with ricotta cheese and sugar substitutes, as well as snacks and starters for weekends or when guests come over. Avocado smoothie. A keto-friendly and dairy-friendly smoothie to kickstart your mornings on a high. You can mix up the milk option freely. Almond milk or organic lactose-free milk could also work. Time, 10 minutes. Serving size, 2 to 3. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 5 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 562. Carbs, 40 grams. Fat, 38.4 grams. Protein, 4.7 grams. Ingredients. An organic avocado, 1 cup organic or almond milk, 3 teaspoons of honey, 1/4 teaspoon ghee, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence. Method. Blend all the ingredients in a mixer till all the avocado pieces are reduced to a smooth paste. Masala eggs. This masala-style scrambled egg preparation is the best way to start the day and wake you up properly. Ideal for a lazy Sunday morning when you plan to do some exercise later on in the day. It is mildly spicy, and if you fancy some additional fire, add an extra chili. Time, 6 minutes. Serving size, 2 to 3. Prep time, 2 minutes. Cook time, 4 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 43. Carbs, 2 grams. Fat, 26 grams. Protein, 13 grams. Ingredients. 4 eggs. 2 small green chilies, chopped. 1 small onion, 20 grams. 25 grams tomato. 5 grams ginger garlic paste. 8 grams ghee. 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. 1 teaspoon red chili powder. 2 teaspoons coriander or cumin powder. Fresh coriander. Method. Heat olive oil in a pan at medium heat and lightly fry the chilies and onions until translucent. Smash in the tomatoes using a spoon to flatten the mixture and cook for 2 minutes. Drop in the spices and cook for another minute. Next, beat in the eggs one by one, allowing a total cooking time of 1 minute. Switch off heat and scramble the eggs using a fork by beating continuously inside the pan. Indian-style upma. A popular light breakfast common in most Indian homes, our keto version features cauliflower instead of carb-rich flour. Time, 25 minutes. Serving size, 2 to 3. Prep time, 15 minutes. Cook time, 10 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 270. Carbs, 9 grams. Fat, 21.2 grams. Protein, 10 grams. Ingredients: 200 grams cauliflower, 2 tablespoons butter, 30 grams onion, 5 grams ginger, 5 curry leaves, 1 tablespoon mustard seeds, 1 green chili, a sprinkle of coriander for garnish. Method: blitz the cauliflower florets to smithers, achieving a smooth consistency. Heat the ghee in a pan and quickly drop in the mustard seeds and cumin. As the mustard seeds start popping, gather all the spices and condiments, ginger, onion, chili, and curry leaves. Don't forget to add a pinch of salt. Once the onions start coloring into a light pinkish hue, add in the cauliflowers. Pour in a cup of water to add depth and let it bubble for 10 minutes. Keep sifting and stirring to prevent stickiness. This would be more cleanup work for you. If not ready, cook for another 5 minutes on medium heat. Snacks and appetizers: nuts, cheddar, cream cheese with avocado, vegan cheese generally made with cashew or nut butter, cucumber yogurt flavored with mint and pepper are acceptable names on the keto list. However, avoid making a habit of having too many snacks in between meals. Cucumber raita: a savory and refreshing dip made with yogurt and mint. You can have it as a snack or as an accompaniment to any spicy curry to offset the fiery flavors. Time: 5 minutes or less. Serving size: 2 to 3. Prep time: 2 minutes. Nutritional facts: calories 138, carbs 4 grams, fat 2 grams, protein 9.2 grams. Ingredients: 2 to 3 long cucumbers, 1 handful of mint and coriander, 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 cup Greek yogurt, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Method: beat the yogurt in the package itself and then pour into a colander. Add the cut cucumber slices. Sprinkle pepper, chili powder, salt, and the coriander and mint. Mutton Sikh kebabs: a quaintly Middle Eastern delicacy that is zesty and spicy, perfect for a dinner party snack. Serve on skewers along with some roasted veggies. Fry the meat in ghee as compared to oil for more nutritional benefits. The kebabs can also be stored and refrigerated for up to 4 days. Time: 25 minutes plus 1 hour refrigeration. Serving size: 5. Prep time: 10 minutes. Cook time: 15 minutes. Nutritional facts: calories 234, carbs 2.7 grams, fat 11.6 grams, protein 29.4 grams. Ingredients: 2 pounds ground mutton, 4 to 5 juicy garlic cloves, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1/2 teaspoon turmeric, 2 teaspoons chili powder, 3 teaspoons fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon ground pepper, 2 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, a bunch of coriander leaves. Method: bring together ground mutton with chopped coriander, garlic, chili powder, black pepper, paprika, and turmeric powder. Add the finely chopped chilies. Mold into a ball and refrigerate for an hour. Preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. In another bowl, combine olive oil and lemon juice. Form the kebabs into small oval-sized balls and add to baking tray. Next, lightly coat the lemon and olive oil mixture on each kebab. Bake for 15 minutes, then remove the tray and reverse the sides of the kebabs so the down-facing ones are now turned towards the heat source. Keto coconut flour pancakes. Just to switch up your breakfast once in a while, these coconut pancakes are a pleasantly sweet surprise. Coconut flour is carb-free and highly healthy. You can even make your coconut flour from the pulp left over from scraping coconuts. Time, 23 minutes. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 18 minutes. Nutritional requirements. Protein, 4.7 grams. Carbohydrates, 3.7 grams. Fat, 7.5 grams. Calories, 132 grams. Ingredients. 1/2 cup coconut flour, 3 eggs, 3/4 cup coconut milk, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon coconut oil for greasing, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla essence. Method. Beat eggs in a large bowl, best results obtained with an electric mixer. Pour in the coconut milk, vanilla essence, and mix it all together. Next, add in the dry ingredients, which include the coconut flour, baking soda, and a pinch of sea salt. Set aside for 5 minutes. Heat a lightly oil-coated, non-stick pan, then slowly add a ladleful of the batter. Shape the pancake in a circular pattern or whichever catches your fancy. Cook on medium flame for 1 minute. Repeat the previous steps until all the batter has been used. You can also store the batter in a dish and cover it with plastic film to be used within the next 3 days. Mint chutney or dip. A tantalizing dip to accompany your meals or as a snack to serve with kebabs or roasted chicken. Time, 32 minutes. Serving size, 24 pieces. Prep time, 14 minutes. Cook time, 18 minutes, plus 1 hour of refrigeration. Nutritional facts. Calories, 181. Carbs, 5.2 grams. Fat, 11.6 grams. Protein, 14 grams. Ingredients. 250 grams mint leaves. 100 grams coriander leaves, washed and finely chopped. 5 green chilies. Juice of 3 lemons. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Method. Transfer all ingredients to a blender and mix to a smooth consistency. Serve as a dip with cucumbers or kebabs. Sweet cravings. We know cutting back sugar is not easy, so we have rounded up some recipes that are perfectly guiltless and healthy. Coconut butter cookies. With their sickly sweet coconut scent, you will be reminded of vacations by the beach seaside with your grandparents or a Christmas celebration. These are the perfect guilt-free and dairy-free sweet concoctions that will change your life. It is made with just 3 ingredients and can be stored in the freezer. Coconut butter contains a high quantity of lauric acid and can instantly boost the immune system. Time, 45 minutes. Serving size, 12 cups. Prep time, 15 minutes. Cook time, 35 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 1,390. Carbs, 8 grams. Fat, 116.2 grams. Protein, 19 grams. Ingredients. 2 bags of vegan, sugar-free dark chocolate chips. Lily's dark chocolate chips is made with unsweetened sugar. 1 jar coconut butter, 425 grams. 2 tablespoons coconut oil. Method. Line a muffin baking tray with liners. In a microwave, heat 3/4 of the chocolate chips with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Once you get that glistening melted chocolate sheen, add a 1/4 inch thick layer of melted chocolate into a muffin liner. Melt more chocolate if needed. Transfer to the freezer for 10 minutes. Next, melt 1 1/2 cups of coconut butter. Using a spoon, scoop a thin layer of melted coconut butter above the frozen layer of chocolate. Allow the pan some more resting time in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. Melt another 3/4 of the chocolate chips with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. Remove the baking tray holding the coconut cups from the freezer and gently brush the last 1/4 inch chocolate layer on top of the icy smooth coconut butter. Place the pan in the freezer one final time for 15 minutes. Remove and enjoy with some black tea. Keto Ricotta Burfi. Craving something sweet but don't want to cheat on your keto diet? Then consider trying this one. In this recipe, an artificial sweetener is used that contains no carbohydrates and only fat. Erythritol, a sweetener with harmless benefits, takes over the place of sugar. Nutritionally, it helps in increasing metabolism and is the best to incorporate in Indian keto-style desserts. Erythritol is naturally present in fruits like melon, cheese, and wine. Time: 1 hour and 20 minutes. Serving size: 24 pieces. Prep time: 15 minutes. Cook time: 18 minutes plus 1 hour refrigeration. Nutritional facts: calories: 45, carbs: 1 gram, fat: 4 grams, protein: 2 grams. Ingredients: 2 cups whole milk ricotta, 1/4 cup heavy whipping cream, 1/2 teaspoon cardamom powder, few strands of saffron, 1/2 cup erythritol. Method: lightly heat ricotta cheese in microwave-safe dish, keeping regular checks. Gently pinch the saffron strands with erythritol to break them down into little pieces. Next, beat in the heavy whipping cream and cardamom powder. Cover and microwave on high heat for 18 minutes, regularly checking in increments of 3 minutes. Once the mixture has gained a sticky, thicker consistency, remove from the bowl and set on a parchment paper liner pan. Press into the pan and refrigerate for it to set completely. Takes 1 hour. Cut into 24 even pieces. Devilish, flourless chocolate cake. Richly devouring and sustainable in every non-sugary sense, this cake is a real treat to reward your devotion to a keto diet. In fact, you will be quite surprised by the utter joyfulness of a vegan chocolate cake. Time: 60 minutes. Serving size: 10. Prep time: 15 minutes. Cook time: 45 minutes. Nutritional facts: calories: 268. Carbs: 120 grams. Fat: 16.7 grams. Protein: 5.5 grams. Ingredients: 4 eggs, 1/3 cup water, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup monk fruit sugar sweetener, 12 ounces unsweetened baking chocolate, 2/3 cup ghee, boiling water. Method: preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a 9-inch cake baking pan with parchment paper. Heat water, salt, and sugar in a pan until dissolved over a medium heat. Melt all the chocolate in the microwave at high power for 4 minutes. Use an electric mixer to combine chocolate and ghee. You can also use your hands, which demand more tenacity and grit. Pour in the hot water mixture. Next, whisk in the eggs one by one, beating consistently. Once the mixture is silky smooth, pour into the springform pan and bake for 45 minutes. Express recipes. These recipes will aid those looking for a quick fix, but packing just the right amount of aromas and rich spices. Salmon and chicken cook fast, and meals can be prepared in less than 15 minutes. Spicy salmon seared curry. Salmon is packed with omega-3 fats that aid brain and heart function, a prime candidate for all those following a keto diet. It is made with salmon fillets and a host of Indian spices. Again, this recipe calls for the preparation of a marinade. Indian spice mixtures can be stored for days in the fridge. You can reuse this spice mix for cooking chicken or mutton. Additionally, you can save part of the salmon fillets for a salad for the next day's lunch. While pan-frying the salmon, the masala can get a little blackened, but this lends a crunchy, roasted effect rather than a bitter taste. If using the oven, then preheat at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes, and then bake salmon for 10 minutes so they reach a temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Time, 17 minutes. Serving size, 2. Prep time, 2 minutes. Cook time, 15 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 186. Carbs, 4.6 grams. Fat, 6.1 grams. Protein, 4.7 grams. Ingredients. 4 salmon fillets. 1 teaspoon kosher salt. 4 tablespoons ginger garlic paste mixture. 2 teaspoons garam masala. 2 tablespoons chili powder. 1 teaspoon cumin. 1 tablespoon coriander. 2 tablespoons lemon juice. 2 tablespoons butter. Method. Combine all the spices, ginger garlic mixture, and lemon together in a small bowl. Next, press down this marinade all over the salmon. Cover the bowl with plastic film and allow it to stay overnight or an hour for best flavor results. Remove the fillets from the fridge in advance, at least 40 minutes before cooking. Heat the butter in a non-stick pan, and before it sputters, add the salmon fillets, skin down. Fry for 3 minutes on each side. Garnish with lemon slices. Easy peasy lemon squeezy chicken. Dinner's on the table in mere minutes with this subtly spiced chicken dish that sings with the fresh tanginess of lemon. You can accompany this dish with the traditional Indian mint chutney and some green salad. Time, 15 minutes. Serving size, 2. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 10 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 186. Carbs, 4 grams. Fat, 16.7 grams. Protein, 33.3 grams. Ingredients. 150 grams chicken breast. 1 lemon, juice and zest. 5 cloves garlic. 15 milliliters tablespoon chopped coriander. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1 tablespoon ghee. 1 green chili. Method. First, flatten chicken breasts using plastic cling foil and beat lightly with a rolling pin. The idea here is to get the sides a little thinner and of a uniform thickness. Mix lemon juice and zest in a bowl, then add the chicken breasts, along with the garlic, salt, chili, and pepper. Let the marinated chicken sit in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. Heat the ghee in a frying pan, then scatter in the green chili and 1 clove of mashed garlic. Take out the marinated chicken from the fridge. At medium heat, fry each side of the chicken breast for 2 minutes. Throw some drops of butter and cook for 1 more minute to achieve a bronzed, golden texture on the outside. Sprinkle some lemon and chopped coriander as the final finishing touch. Chapter 5. Recipes. Lunch. For lunch, alternate between salads and vegetable curries, incorporating minor portions of cauliflower rice and veggies like spinach, lettuce, and avocados. Tomato cauliflower rice. So tangy and full-throttled the texture, so easy to make, so easy to gobble up as well. This tomato and cauliflower rice is heavenly. Although it mentions rice, there is no appearance of carbohydrates anywhere. Time, 20 minutes. Serving size, 2. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 20 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 121. Carbs, 13.7 grams. Fat, 6.4 grams. Protein, 3.5 grams. Ingredients. 1 medium cauliflower. 2 medium tomatoes. 2 teaspoons of ghee. 4 cloves of garlic. 1 teaspoon of pepper. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 1 green chili. Freshly chopped coriander. Method. Cut the cauliflower florets in small proportions and transfer to a blender to resemble a fluffy, rice-like consistency. In a frying pan, heat ghee with the garlic and tomatoes. Sprinkle in chili powder, green chili, and pepper. Pour the powdery cauliflower into this saucy blend and cook for 20 minutes on medium heat. As a finishing touch, throw some fresh coriander. It is to be noted that the cauliflower must be closely watched while cooking to prevent it turning into a mashed-up style. Achieve a powdery, rice-like texture instead. You can also use butter instead of ghee, or add cottage cheese for an extra dazzle. Keto Garlic Spinach Curry. A delicious vegan curry that makes use of spinach with fresh coriander and lots of garlic and ginger, curing all the weekday gloom. You can also mix up the recipe and add a protein that cooks fast: chicken. Time, 9 minutes. Serving size, 3. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 4 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 400. Carbs, 3 grams. Fat, 28 grams. Protein, 33 grams. Ingredients: 250 grams raw spinach, 4 tablespoons ginger garlic paste, 2 tablespoons cumin powder, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 2 tablespoons garam masala, 60 milliliters coconut cream. Method: cook the spinach in a large saucepan with 20 milliliters of water and a pinch of salt. Transfer the spinach to a blender and blitz to a smooth consistency. Use the same saucepan to heat the ginger garlic paste and ghee. Next, scatter in the spinach mixture. Sprinkle over the spices, mixing well and steadily. Lower heat and cook for 5 minutes. As the last step, pour in the coconut cream and cook for 2 minutes. Enjoy with cauliflower rice. Spinach and turmeric curry. A rich and heady mixture of vegetables and phytonutrients, this spinach and turmeric curry is soothing and easy to eat. It would serve better to bake the garlic, although the burnt kind would grant a lot of ashy flavors to the dish. Time, 25 minutes. Serving size, 4. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 20 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 204. Carbs, 4.8 grams. Fat, 21.3 grams. Protein, 1.5 grams. Ingredients: 10 to 12 garlic cloves, 4 tablespoons olive oil, 1 cup spinach, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1/2 cup coconut milk, fresh parsley or coriander or cilantro. Method: preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Heading over to the gruesome yet deeply satisfying joy of baking garlic. Cut off the heads of all and set on aluminum foil. Lightly drizzle olive oil over the garlic and pull up the sides to form a kind of baggy, wrapped parcel. Bake for 40 minutes. Remove and allow the garlic to cool off and rest. Next, cook the spinach with 20 milliliters of water and ghee. Sprinkle in the turmeric and chili powder. Cook on medium heat for 15 minutes. Squeeze the sweet-scented and soft garlic from their skins right into the pan. Lower heat and pour in the coconut milk. Cook for another 5 minutes. Dinner. As you have more time to prepare meals in the evening, dinner time is where you can spritz up meals with savory spices. Indian spiced lamb ribs. Inspired by the northeastern Punjabi states of India, this rendition of Indian cuisine is perfect for a summer barbecue night. Crispy skin and a medley of tangy tomatoes with hot chilies lends this dish the perfect marriage of flavors and textures. Time, 45 minutes. Serving size, 4. Prep time, 15 minutes, plus 3 hours chill time. Cook time, 30 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 505. Carbs, 4 grams. Fat, 35 grams. Protein, 43 grams. Ingredients: 12 lamb chops flattened, 2 teaspoons kosher salt, green chutney, check recipe at the appetizers or snacks section, 1 lime, 2 tablespoons Kashmiri red chili powder, 5 teaspoons garlic ginger mixture, 50 milliliters olive oil, finely chopped coriander, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder. For the second marinade: 3 teaspoons tomato pure, 1 teaspoon pepper, 3 teaspoons chili powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala. Check instructions for preparation in last chapter. Method: bring together all spices of the marinade together and generously coat the lamb chops. Chill for 2 to 3 hours. Remove from the fridge. Now, mix together the remaining ingredients of the marinade and lightly beat onto the lamb chops. Chill for another 4 hours or overnight. Cook in the oven for 12 minutes or over a grill on medium heat for around 8 minutes. Traditional butter chicken. A recipe you will make several times, the sort of comfort food after a hard day's work. Enriched with cream, butter, and decadent spices, you're quite literally in curry heaven. That, with the sweet scent of garlic, makes for a ravishing feast indeed. In case you're lazy and find the whole process labor-intensive, store in an airtight container for 10 days and freeze for 2 to 3 months. We're hoping you won't have to stumble on such dark times. Butter chicken tastes best hot and beguiling from the pan. Time, 30 minutes. Serving size, 4. Prep time, 10 minutes. Cook time, 20 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 385. Carbs, 6 grams. Fat, 26.7 grams. Protein, 27 grams. Ingredients: 1 pound chicken breast, 1 onion, 3 to 4 tablespoons ginger, 5 cloves garlic, 2 tablespoons ghee, 2 teaspoons turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 3 tablespoons chili powder, 2 teaspoons freshly ground pepper, 1 green chili, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, chopped parsley to garnish, 1 cup yogurt. Method: cut the chicken evenly in square chunks, dip and submerge in the spices: ginger, turmeric, chili, garlic, and pepper. Reserve part of the garlic mixture for the next step. Heat the ghee in a large pan and fry onions, green chili, and the remaining garlic mixture. Cook until onions lend a caramelized French onion soup scent. Pump up the heat to medium and cook chicken for 4 minutes. Once the chicken has changed into a whitish hue, add the cream and tomatoes. The edge should be a vivid orangish hue. Crank down the heat to medium-low and cook with a lid for 5 to 7 minutes. Remove the lid and mix with a large spoon. Kerala-style beef curry. A fiery and warm curry best enjoyed during the winter months. It serves best to use a tough piece of meat like brisket, as it will enjoy a leisurely cooking time, allowing the meat to become juicy and tender. Using leaner and tender cuts will make the result dry. For added drama, why not add some bird's eye red chilies? Although the cooking time is quite large, we are sure the decadent and fragrant smells of a finished dish will be sufficient reward for your efforts. You can refrigerate the dish to combine with salads for another day. Time, 95 minutes. Serving size, 6. Prep time, 5 minutes. Cook time, 90 minutes. Nutritional facts. Calories, 33. Carbs, 8.8 grams. Fat, 10.5 grams. Protein, 47.2 grams. Ingredients: 2 pounds beef, 3 to 4 tablespoons ginger, 2 teaspoons turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon coriander seeds, crushed, 1 tablespoon mustard seeds, 3 cloves, optional, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 2 teaspoons freshly ground pepper, 8 cloves garlic, 8 green chilies, 2 bird's eye red chilies, 8 curry leaves, chopped parsley to garnish. Method: heat some oil in a pan over high heat. Fry the meat with half of the spices, ginger, turmeric, and coriander. Allow the meat to sear for 10 minutes until it reaches a caramelized brown color. Next, sprinkle the mustard seeds in the oil and bring to a boil. Lower the heat and cook for 1.5 hours. Start with the cloves and cumin, then the remaining coriander and pepper over a medium heat, stirring continuously for 5 minutes. As fragrant scents envelop the kitchen, you'll know the spices have cooked all the way through. Add some drops of coconut oil and drop in all the remaining ingredients: curry leaves, garlic, chilies, the other half of the turmeric powder. Cook for 5 to 6 minutes. Season with a dash of salt and add fresh parsley as a finishing touch. Tandoori chicken. Tandoori chicken is a delicious platter that is just bursting with flavors. The trick is knocking up the best marinade with yogurt and letting it sit in the fridge for 5 to 6 hours before cooking. Tandoori chicken is best prepared over an open fire or grill. Time: 40 minutes. Prep time: 15 minutes plus 3 hours chilling time. Cook time: 20 to 25 minutes. Serving size: 4. Nutritional facts: calories 106, carbs 6 grams, fat 6 grams, protein 11.6 grams. Ingredients: 1 whole chicken cut into piece or chicken legs, 4 teaspoons red chili powder, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 cup Greek full fat yogurt, 4 teaspoons ginger, 10 cloves of garlic, 1/2 tablespoon coriander powder, 1/2 tablespoon turmeric masala, 1/2 tablespoon cumin, 1/2 tablespoon cardamom powder, salt to taste. Method: start by stabbing the chicken with a fork or a knife, making tiny incisions. This is important for the masala mixture to seep all the way through. Grind the garlic and ginger in a traditional mortar and pestle, or use an electric mixer if you're pressed for time. Next, prepare a paste of half of the red chili powder, lemon juice, and salt. Massage thoroughly all over the chicken piece and let it rest for an hour. Beat the Greek yogurt to a fine consistency and then add the remaining red chili powder, ginger garlic mixture, lemon juice, spices, and salt. Let the chicken sit in this delicious and aromatically glorious marinade for 3 hours. Cook the keto tandoori chicken in a preheated oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Set the cooking time at 12 minutes. Next, baste with ghee or olive oil and cook for 3 or more minutes for a roasted, brownish texture. Korma. A decadent Mughal-inspired curry that makes for the perfect dinner night, particularly on a Friday. Life is about balance. It is enriched with fragrant saffron and creamy coconut and packs an abundance of flavor. You can also use additional thickening agents like almonds and yogurt. Time: 65 minutes. Serving size: 4 to 5. Prep time: 5 minutes plus overnight refrigeration. Cook time: 60 minutes. Nutritional facts: calories 700, carbs 20 grams, fat 27 grams, protein 82.3 grams. Ingredients: 2 pounds boneless lamb shoulder cut in pieces, 2 teaspoons finely chopped ginger, 2 teaspoons turmeric powder, 1/2 teaspoon grated nutmeg, 3 tablespoons boiling water, a small bunch of saffron threads, 2 tablespoons ghee, 10 blanched almonds, 1 cup Greek yogurt, coriander seeds crushed, 1 teaspoon black peppercorns, 1-inch cinnamon stick, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, 2 teaspoons freshly ground pepper, 8 cloves garlic, 4 green chilies. Method: go the old-fashioned way and grind your masala mixture in a mortar and pestle. Here, all the cumin seeds, cloves, peppercorns, cardamom, and cinnamon powder will be baked into a fine spice. Next, rub the spice mixture all over the meat in a dish, adding in a bit of saffron. This serves as the marinade kept refrigerated for 24 hours. Melt the ghee in a large pot and fry the meat, reserving the marinade for a special moment later. Finally, the moment to add your beautiful marinade, work of art, the almonds. Increase the temperature and cook for 1 hour until the meat is tender. Lower heat and add in yogurt. Let sit for 5 minutes. Garnish with fresh coriander and a spoonful of yogurt. Conclusion. Why pick keto? A keto diet has been scientifically proven to be successful in controlling your weight, reducing sugar imbalance, and keeping your body active. With healthy fats, spices, herbs, white meat, and red meat sparingly, your body flushes out the fat in a clean and healthy way. For best results, you can track all your macronutrients, get 70% fat and 20% proteins, and allow some rewards through carb-free sweet snacks. Cooking keto meals with Indian spices is truly a rewarding process, treasuring old-school cooking, and as sweet and savory scents fill your kitchen, the whole labor experience can be gladly appreciated once the finished dish sits pretty at the dining table. Whether you're cooking for one or your whole family, keto Indian-style meals cleanse and comfort your body and soul. It offers cozy, warm meals that become gloriously easy once you get past one recipe. You won't stop at one, you will be hooked. Cook meat and vegetables with coconut oil, butter, ghee, and avocado oil. Reward yourself occasionally by picking sweet substitutes like agave, maple syrup, and honey. However, make sure you limit your sweet servings to twice a week. In vegetables, you can go for cauliflowers, eggplant, mushrooms, tomatoes, and green leafy vegetables. Mix up your breakfast meals with greens like kale or spinach, offering a dash of fiber to your diet. Keto is a world of its own, and going the spices way is alluring. One shopping expedition, and you can stock up on soulful spices. So many curries, so many flavorsome and healthy meals.